mixing some drums today. So I'm onto the mixing stage in this track, and we're going to be mixing our perks and our snare drums and a few other little things that we've got there. So that's what we're going to be mixing today. And just going to do a quick bit of advertisement. I always like to do that just before we start, and then I will get on with it. Okay. Standard advertisation I always do at the beginning of a stream like this. Bam, bam. And live stream notifications sent out to people. So good for them. Just quickly have a look at something on Twitter someone sent me, and then we'll jump straight into mixing. Right, let's begin. Get everything up. Okay, so I've just got a little loop set up of my drums here, and this is what this sounds like. So I've already done basic masking on the group channel and some glue compression there, and samples are playing. There's 3 closed hats, 1 fast hat. There is a loop here. Sounds like this. Just a shaker loop. These ride cymbal, and we've got these other little cymbal loops. So these are the cymbals, which are real mic loops, and then we've got this little percussion in the background. So all together. So what I'm going to be doing is I've got on my D return, I've got this little convolution reverb that I'm using as a drum room, and I'm just going to quickly go through and we're going to send the drum channels to the drum room individually. It's quite a short room. So we've quickly just done that. Now I'm going to go through and individually mask all the channels. Not particularly nice frequency there. Just gonna take that out a little bit. And let's do that again up here. like so. And we've already cut off this low end here on the CQ here. Next channel. So even though I've already cut this, there's still a little bit of frequency occasionally coming through. So I'm just going to whack another ×4, bring it right up to here, and we're going to double cut it. Not too much needs to be done there, especially as it's quite a quiet sound in the mix. So it's quite a repetitive process, but it's just cleaning up the drum samples just a little bit. Not that they need too much, they're quite high quality samples by Production Music Live, but even so, it is nice to just clean them up a little bit more. Like so. And seeing as I haven't even EQ'd this at all, this loop, I'm going to do that now. See, that's quite a nasty frequency. I'm just going to draw it down a bit. Just a little bit. So that I'm using that as an automation, so I'm not going to touch that. I'm going to use another one. Some of it is quite a boring process, but it's quite a boring process for me as well. Cause it's just tidying up everything just a little bit and masking it. And you see here, this is a bit weird, so I'm just going to cut off that. There we go. So that's just cutting off that little weird bit there, which you couldn't hear anyway, but you may as well cut it off anyway. And I'll probably say a similar thing here if we look. No, not as much. That's quite nice. I'm just going to do a little bit of that cut there. Let's turn it on. So this is the one where I suspect there's going to be the most, because it's got a grain delay on it, which is adding these other little grains there, which can be quite unpleasant. So that's alright. So that's our drums all masked, or our perk masked at least. Then without any of the effects. I can't remember to turn them all off in all honesty. There's quite a few. Definitely noticeable. If we turn off this reverb, that also adds quite a bit to it. So in total, obviously I haven't properly gain staged this yet, so that's why it's still clipping a little bit. So that's sounding quite nice what we've done there at the minute. So what I plan on doing now is I would like to have a quick look at these effects here. So delay really adds a lot there. So those effects. So that reverb is just off then. But anyway, I wanted to mix the drums in this session, and we have in fact done that. They're nicely mixed to how I would like them. Though I think I might add some parallel compression to them, but I'm a bit on the ropes about doing that. But for the minute, I'm going to call it at that, and I'll probably do another stream in a few days mixing some of the other elements. Good day.